All praises to Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Rakahakwadash. Next, I want to give double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the Lord's elect. To my letters, one of the brothers over there on YouTube, go watch, be edified, fair use, fair use.
Repeated instances of something operating in the airspace over restricted nuclear facilities, and it's not ours, and we don't know whose it is. That alone, just that statement alone, deserves inquiry, deserves attention, deserves focus.
If you have objects in the sky that you cannot identify, that's a problem because it could be China, it could be Russia, it could be any adversary.
Well, any unexplained phenomenon could pose a national security threat.
Whatever these things are, they aren't just sightseeing. They keep showing up where we keep our nukes, and that has people worried.
They have both deactivated and activated nuclear weapons with both the United States and Russia.
These are otherworldly things that are performing maneuvers that haven't been seen.
The UAP activity surrounding nuclear weapons is not a historic issue. It's an ongoing issue.
Now, if something can't fly where we can't, and move how we can't, and turn our nukes on and off, we better figure out what it is fast.
This type of technology is not man-made. It's nothing that we can build or have built or are using out there. And the fact that we're seeing it so prevalently.
All right, well, just listen very carefully. You devils, that's what y'all get, man. The Lord playing with you devils. Y'all fooled, man. Isaiah 54 and verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith, the modern-day scientist, that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument, ICBM nuclear missiles, for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. Those missiles belong to the Lord. 2 Ezra 16 verse 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows, his nuclear missiles, that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. ICBM nuclear missiles, they belong to the Lord. Jeremiah 51 and verse 11, he's going to make you shoot them. And he doesn't need to make you shoot them. The so-called UFOs, which are the chariots of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, those are the angels. They can go off at any time, whenever the Lord wants them to. Jeremiah 51 and verse 11, make bright the arrows, those ICBM nuclear missiles. Gather the shields. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, that's the Russians, and all his allies, for his device. Those ICBM nuclear missiles is against Babylon. It's against America to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, the vengeance of his temple. Let's get another example. Jeremiah 50 and verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon, America, an assembly of great nations, from the north country, Russia and all his allies. And they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows, their ICBM nuclear missiles, shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. See, 2 Peter 3 and verse 10, you Israelites, y'all better repent. But the day of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. The whole earth is not going to be destroyed. But you people in Babylon the Great and the Holy Land will be destroyed. But unlike Babylon the Great, the Holy Land will be rebuilt, and the true children of Israel will go home. Isaiah 13 and verse 5. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. You see, the Spirit of the Lord is going to be guiding those missiles. They will not miss their mark. Judgment on the day of the Lord. How ye? For the day of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Literally. Behold, the day of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, cometh cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. You see, but first, prophecy has to be fulfilled. You devils have to bring forth that mark of the beast, that chip. Because there's a judgment tied to taking that chip. The Lord is going to melt you. You Israelites, stop playing. The great day of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither their silver, nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of Yahawah Bahasham Yahushai's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. Babylon the Great is that lake of fire. The Lord's going to turn this place into a lake of fire. Malachi, this is a judgment for taking that chip, because it's up on us, the hour of temptation. These devils will make it mandatory that you have to take that RFID chip, that implantable device, to participate in their wicked demonic NWO. And that chip is the mark of the beast. Malachi 4 verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahushai of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Y'all gonna play with the Lord if y'all want to, man. Y'all better, you Israelites, stop playing. And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahawah Bahasham Yahushai will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. 2 Corinthians 5 verse 11. Knowing therefore the terror of Yahawah Bahasham Yahushai, we persuade men. He's terrible. He's the king of terrors. But we are made manifest unto Yahawah Bahasham Yahushai, and I trust also are made manifest in your consciences. The Lord has spoken it. It's just a matter of time. At the climax of World War III, those missiles will be shot off. Isaiah 9 and verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this war shall be with burning and fuel of fire. You see, that's what salvation is. Salvation is being delivered from that nuclear fire. Matter of fact, let's go to Joel 2. It says, blow ye the terrible visitation, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, you Israelites, and sound an alarm on my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahawah Bahasham Yahushai cometh, for it is nigh at hand, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. There have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. Verse 3 is going into these nuclear missiles. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness, yea, and nothing shall escape them. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the top of mountains, shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of a fire that devoureth the stubble. As a strong people set in battle array before their face, the people shall be much pained, and all faces shall gather blackness. The Lord's going to melt you, man. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb up on a wall like men of war, and they shall march everyone on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks, because the Spirit of the Lord will be guiding these missiles, man. Verse 8 in the NLT, they never jostle each other. Each moves in exactly the right position. They break through defenses without missing a step. There's no Iron Dome that's going to save you, devils. Verse 9 KJV, they shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run up on the wall. They shall climb up on the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. And Yahawah Bahasham Yahushai shall utter his voice before his army. For his camp is very great. Those missiles belong to the Lord. For he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of Yahawah Bahasham Yahushai is great and very terrible. And who can abide it? Keep on worshiping J and JC. You rebellious Israelite, keep on doing it. I will utterly consume all things from off the land, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahushai. I will consume man and beast. I will consume the fowls of the heaven and the fishes of the sea, and the stumbling blocks with the wicked. And I will cut off man from off the land, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahushai. Hold thy peace at the presence of Yahawah Bahasham Yahushai power. For the day of Yahawah Bahasham Yahushai is at hand. For Yahawah Bahasham Yahushai hath prepared a sacrifice. He hath bid his guest. And it shall come to pass in the day of Yahawah Bahasham Yahushai sacrifice, that I will punish the princes and the king's children, and all such as are clothed with strange apparel. All of you worshiping these idols, these false doctrines, all of you. Y'all keep playing if y'all want to, man. Isaiah 34 and verse 5 in the NLT. And when my sword has finished its work in the heavens, those ICBM nuclear missiles, it will fall upon Edom. That's the so-called white man. Edom is symbolic for America, the nation I have marked for destruction. The sword of the Lord is drenched with blood and covered with fat, with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of rams prepared for sacrifice. Yes, Yahawah Bahasham Yahushai will offer a sacrifice in the city of Basra. He will make a mighty slaughter in Edom. Basra and Edom are symbolic for America. Why, Lord? Verse 8, for it is the day of Yahawah Bahasham Yahushai's revenge, the year when Edom, the so-called white man, because you're at the top of that list, will be paid back for all it did to Israel. All you heathen are getting ready to be paid back for what you did, for what you've done to the children of Israel. Zechariah 1 and verse 14. So the angel that communed with me said unto me, Cry thou, saying, Thus saith Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi of hosts, I am jealous for Jerusalem and for Zion with a great jealousy. The Lord is jealous for his land and for his people. And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. For I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. Therefore thus saith Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, I am returned to Jerusalem with mercies. My house shall be built in it, saith Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi of hosts, and a line shall be stretched forth upon Jerusalem. You see, the Lord has returned unto us. You Israelites, y'all better repent, man. The Lord's getting ready to destroy this place. They tell the day is going to come as a destruction from the Almighty via thermonuclear missiles. John 6 and verse 39. And this is the Father's will which hath sent me, that all of which he hath given me I should lose nothing, but should raise it up again at the last day. If you're not going up, you're getting burned up, especially if you're on the soils of Babylon the Great. And this is the will of him that sent me, that everyone which seeth the Son and believeth on him may have everlasting life, and I will raise him up at the last day. Isaiah 26 and verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou inside thy chambers, shut thy doors about thee, hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. For behold, Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain. It's going to be a terrible, 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 terrible day. Terrible, horrible. Jeremiah 50 and verse 24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, O America, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against Yahawah. Bahasham Yahawashi, y'all want to play God on earth with this wicked demonic NWO, which is stupid. You want to put a microchip in everybody? You've destroyed the earth. The Lord got something for you. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi hath opened his armory, and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, power of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans. And you see? Revelation 11 verse 12. You Israelites going to keep playing until this day come, and then you're going to know that a prophet hath been among you. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, a so-called UFO. And their enemies beheld them. Y'all are going to see the elect get out of here when nuclear missiles are coming down to destroy you people. In the same hour, there was a great earthquake, and a 10th part of the city fell. America is split into 10 FEMA zip codes. And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, number of completion. And the remnant, the elect, were affrighted and gave glory to the God of heaven. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. This is for you people. Bear with me. Let's get that. Wisdom of Solomon 5. Then shall that righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, This was he whom we had sometime in derision, in a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor. How was he numbered among the children of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and his lot is among the saints? Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness hath not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yea, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way. But as for the way of the Lord, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, we have not known it. What hath pride profited us? Or what good hath riches with our vaunting brought us? All those things are passed away like a shadow, and as a post that hasteth by. That's going to be you people. You rebellious Israelites, because you heathen have no hope. Y'all fuel for the fire. It's going to be you rebel when you see the missiles coming, man. Man. Y'all think the Lord playing, man. Y'all think he playing. We've told you. He's not playing. 2 Ezra 15 verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. You see, the Lord's going to make you. He's going to make you nations shoot him off. Proverbs 21. The king's heart, that word heart in the Hebrew is lav, it means your mind. The king's mind is in the hand of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. He's going to make you do it. Ezekiel 38 and verse 10. Thus saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi power. It shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought. And that evil thought is going to be to destroy, to shoot them nuclear missiles off. The Holy Land will be destroyed. Babylon the Great will be destroyed. 38 and verse 18, it shall come to pass at the same time when Gog, Russia, shall come against the land of Israel, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi power, that my fury shall come up in my face, because that land has to be cleansed. That land is an abomination to the Lord. For in my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely in that day there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel. You see? Let's get this. 23, thus will I magnify myself and sanctify myself. I will be known in the eyes of many nations, and they shall know that I am Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You see? The Lord got smoke for every single last one of you devils, man. And you rebellious Israelites. The Lord's getting ready to put the belt to the ass. He ain't playing, man. You Israelites, repent. He's not playing. He's not playing. We've told you. This earth belongs to the Lord, man. Thus saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, the heaven is my throne and the earth is my footstool. The Lord controls everything down here. Where is the house that ye build unto me? And where is the place of my rest? For all those things hath mine hand made, and all those things have been, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. But to this man will I look, even to him that is poor and of a contrite spirit, and trembleth at my word. Because he's not playing. Verse 4, I will also choose their delusions. You Israelites, y'all better repent, man. The Lord's not playing. And will bring them fears, and will bring their fears upon them. Because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear. But they did evil before mine eyes, and chose that in which I delighted not. And how does the Lord speak? Through his prophets. And he's going to choose your delusions. He's going to send you strong delusion that you should believe a lie. And you're going to take that chip. And you sealed the deal right there. You sealed the deal. That's what's coming. Nuclear destruction is coming for this place, man. The Lord is not playing. Jeremiah 51 and verse 25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, which destroys all the earth. And I will stretch out my hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain. The Lord's getting ready to sacrifice this place, man. He's not playing, man. Isaiah 34 and verse 5 again. Salakia. And when my sword has finished its work in the heavens, those ICBM nuclear missiles, it will fall upon Edom, the nation I have marked for destruction. Edom is symbolic for America. Edom, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. This is going to usher Yahawashi in when that, because it's going to be nuclear. Those missiles belong to the Lord, man. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? Edom and Basra are symbolic for America. This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. You see? And who is the Lord coming to save? We already went through this. Joel 2 and verse 32. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi have said, and in the remnant whom Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall call. And that remnant is the remnant of Israel. At Isaiah 10 and verse 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decree shall overflow with righteousness. Only the remnant is going to return. You 2/3 who refuse to repent, y'all are going to be left here to be melted and destroyed throughout the Lord's judgments. Y'all gonna stop playing with the Lord, man. He's not playing. He's not playing. And salvation is only for the elect of the nation of Israel. It's gonna get so bad, man. Look, Daniel 12, the time of the end. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered. Everyone that shall be found written in the book. That's the elect. It's going to get so bad down here. At the climax of this war, man, it's going to be so much going on that the Lord's going to have to send divine intervention. He's going to have to send help from on high for the elect of the nation of Israel. Let's get that. Matthew 24 and verse 21, the Lord, he's only dealing with his elect, man. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Verse 3, 2nd Ezra 8 and verse 3, there be many created, but few shall be saved. That few is the elect of the nation of Israel. The Lord said, let the multitude perish then. Shalom, repent you Israelites.